Tyrone, it was their first appearance in the final, while for Kerry, although they had the better record, well, they still had to look back to 1977 for their last success, the side on that occasion led by Ogie Moran. Now, by the way, keep an eye out in this match for the Kerry corner forward Billy O'Sullivan, who made a spectacular assault on the scoring record for the final. That record of 4 goals previously held by Mayo's Willie McGee from the 1967 final.
Probably again switching wings, trying to gain a dominance around the centre of the field, which at the moment Kerry seem to be doing very well. This is Pat McKenna. Bingo Driscoll in support. This is Billy Sullivan. Yes, indeed! Billy O'Sullivan from Lawn Rangers, the hero for Kerry, finishing off a fine move, which all started with Cathal Blea's kick out. And it kept going to Pat McKenna, into Billy Sullivan, and from there, no problem to the man from Killorglin. Now the challenge is certainly being put up to Tyrone. Playing against the wind in this first half, and Kerry making full advantage of it. Maurice Fitzgerald with the free, again aimed at full forward David Farrell. Billy Sullivan for goal number 2! A piece of magic from the 18-and-a-half-year-old from Lawn Rangers, still doing his leaving cert in Killorglin Intermediate School, and certainly there'll be a big welcome in Killorglin tonight for him. Danny Barr trying to find Peter Canavan, succeeds in finding Kieran Loughran instead. Still Kieran Loughran, and good work by the corner forward. That's a vital and important score for Tyrone because they needed it to keep in touch. Right old tussle going on around the centre of the field. Vincent Knightley finding life difficult, and his pass goes astray to Peter Canavan. And surprisingly, it's Tyrone that's responding to the 2 goals by Kerry as they come forward in pursuit of more scores. This is Adrian Cush from that angle, sends it over the bar. Kerry 2-4, Tyrone 5 points. Eamon Breen surviving that challenge by Peter Canavan. Aidan Morris out towards Tony McGann from Omagh. And the Omagh man is fouled and a free for Tyrone. Good running by Paul Donnelly, the right half back, to Lawrence Strain. This is in fact the full forward Conor McElduff, who's now moved into the right corner forward position. This is Peter Canavan. Oh, that is a magnificent point by Canavan. His 3rd point of this All-Ireland final, but no doubt about it, an inspirational score. So Paul Griffin is being introduced by the Kerry management and coming off his Pa Dennehy. Maurice Fitzgerald gloriously over the bar. Kerry stretched their lead just a little bit more. Danny Barr fielding impeccable there around the centre of the field. Lawrence Strain, Adrian Cush, good movement by Tyrone now. Can Cush finish it off? The answer is unquestionably yes. Kerry 2-5, Tyrone 7 points, and Tyrone are by no means out of this All-Ireland final. Up towards Paul Griffin. Good work by David Farrell, giving it to Bingo Driscoll. And Bingo is finding life a little bit difficult, but he works his way out of it, but he gives it straight to a Tyrone man. And Adrian Kilpatrick being fouled in the process. Quick break, the new rules making play very fast indeed. Peter Canavan, jinking, trying to get the better of Pat Slattery. Gives it inside to Michael Cummings. And again Tyrone showing some nice teamwork. This is full forward Conor McElduff going through, and it's another point for Tyrone. Kerry 2-5, Tyrone 8 points. Cummings first to the ball, but the break comes to Maurice Fitzgerald. UCC student giving it to his midfield partner, Nolan Mahoney. This is John Brendan O'Sullivan giving it up to Billy O'Sullivan. Chasing after him is Paul Devlin. O'Sullivan showing some lovely touches. Would you believe he was dropped for the All-Ireland semi-final? He gives it inside. Yes, indeed! Well, Billy O'Sullivan has scored 2. He's created a 3rd. Aidan Morris down towards Lawrence Strain, having to come down inside his own half for possession. This is Kieran Loughran to Paul Donnelly, his right half back. Adrian Cush coming in at the end of it. Now, can he do something? Still Adrian, fouled, and the referee in like a flash and signals that it is a penalty for Tyrone. Just moments away from the half-time whistle. Peter Canavan from Ballygawley against Peter O'Leary of Killarney, and there it is, the green flag for Tyrone. And that is a marvellous boost to their morale coming up to the half-time whistle. Kerry 3-5, Tyrone 1-8. Eamon Breen on his own 65-metre line with the free. Oh, marvellous fielding there by Faye Devlin. Superb. Showing just why he's related to Frank McGuigan. This is Kieran Loughran from Carrickmore going through. Michael Cummings in support. This time it is Peter Canavan bursting his way through. Falling outside is Michael Cummings. And he's satisfied with a point. 2 points between the sides. Peter O'Leary won an All-Ireland minor medal in 1988. And indeed participated in the team that beat Tyrone in the All-Ireland semi-final by just 1 solitary point. This is Pal Aid. Lovely, skillful player. Up towards his full forward, David Farrell. Falling inside is Maurice Fitzgerald. This is Billy Sullivan. Can he go for goal number 3? A hat-trick! The hat-trick hero, Billy O'Sullivan, has done it. A marvellous goal for Kerry. Superb teamwork and deadly finishing by Billy O'Sullivan. Lovely ball comes across to Adrian Cush. Well blocked, he gets the rebound. Calling outside is Peter Canavan. In fact, it was Kieran Loughran who got the break and he put it over the bar. Good point by Kieran Loughran. It's the man from Finoog. Switching play over towards his midfielder there, Maurice Fitzgerald. Oh, that is a marvellous point. One of the best scorers of the match, Maurice Fitzgerald's 3rd point of this All-Ireland Under-21 final. Eamon McCaffrey has been introduced by the Tyrone management, and coming off is Michael Cummings. This is Paul Griffin, trying to keep it in, and succeeds in doing so. In towards David Farrell. This is Pat McKenna. Fouled, and a free in once again. That's the angle that Maurice Fitzgerald faces, and that's his 5th of the afternoon. And now Kerry stretch their noses even further ahead. 4-8 for Kerry, 1-10 for Tyrone. Tyrone midfielder Adrian Kilpatrick picking up an injury there. He had a choice of 2 All-Ireland finals today, the All-Ireland Vocational Schools final and the Under-21. And here he is in Mullingar. Eamon Breen been kept busy with all these frees this afternoon. Intercepted there by Tony McGinn from Omagh. This is Billy O'Sullivan. Every time that ball goes into his corner, he's won it today. Pat McKenna met with a hefty shoulder, but he survived it. Now, can he put the finishing touch? Yes! A magnificent point by Pat McKenna. His 3rd point of this All-Ireland final. And now Kerry are 4-9, Tyrone 1-10. Aidan Morris and Pal Aid. Morris winning the exchange. Tyrone forwards finding it difficult now. Kerry have their noses in front and are not willing under any circumstances to give up that lead. Tony McGinn putting it back up towards his forwards. Well won by the full forward, Conor McElduff, and he is fouled and a free up for the Ulster champions. Inside towards Adrian Cush. They need a goal now, really, Tyrone. But Adrian Cush is satisfied to put it over the bar and get a little bit closer to the mighty kingdom. Sean Burke for Kerry. Solid, impressive Kerry fullback. This is the full forward, David Farrell. Trying to find Billy O'Sullivan, and again he's there. Pat McKenna is coming in support. But O'Sullivan has the confidence to have a go, and he is successful. It makes his tally now 3 goals and a point in this All-Ireland Under-21 final. Good fielding by Paul Aid. In towards David Farrell. Eamon Breen, back to Farrell. Billy Sullivan, can he go for goal number 4? Oh yes! Magnificent! Well, they'll be talking about this man for many, many years to come, not alone in Kerry, but all over the country. A truly magnificent goal. Horace Fitzgerald. In towards David Farrell. Knocked down beautifully to Pat McKenna. And this time it is Paul Donnelly that's guilty of fouling the Kerry man. And Pat McKenna is going to take it himself. And look at that. Beautiful. Good score by Pat McKenna. That's 4 points for the man from Killorglin. And the crowd here in Cusack Park, Mullingar, now fully resigned to the fact that Kerry are going to be the All-Ireland Under-21 champions. Morris Fitzgerald. This is Lawrence Strain. On towards Danny Barr. Peter Canavan back to Barr. Good passing movement. Now, can they finish it off this time? They really need a goal. Good save by Peter O'Leary, but it's gone in. A fine goal, worked well by the Tyrone, but really Kerry, misfortune there, went off a Kerry man and into the net. Ball falls gently into Kieran Loughman's arms. And Tyrone with one last effort. The 2 forwards up front. One of them is Peter Canavan. Can he finish it? Yes, no! Just right across the face of the goal. And really, how unlucky. In qualifying for today's All-Ireland final, Kerry scored 9 goals and 53 points, would you believe, in just 4 matches. And today in the All-Ireland final, they score 5-11. Billy O'Sullivan, goal number 5! Oh, the woodwork prevents it. Comes back to Bingo, and this time he finds the target. Well, what a match here in Mullingar. And that's the final whistle. Kerry have been waiting 13 years for this All-Ireland Under-21 title, and they did it in impressive style. The final scoreline, Kerry 5-12, Tyrone 2-11. What a day it is for this man, Billy O'Sullivan. Dropped for the All-Ireland semi-final. He appears in the All-Ireland final today and scores 4 goals and 1 point. Well, Billy, 4 times you crashed the ball into the back of the net. A memorable day for you.
Memorable enough. I was just looking. I just got space and I got the right passes and I was able to tuck them away with ease, so I'll take it as it comes.
And you were a little bit unlucky as well, because you could have had a 5th.
Yeah, it just works out like that. It just makes and breaks the game. So I was happy with the 4 of them.
Now, you've had a checkered history in this All-Ireland campaign, because in the Munster final you were taken off, and in the All-Ireland semi-final you were dropped.
I played better. I was poor enough in the first 2 games against Limerick and Clare, just doing enough to get on for the Munster final, and I played very bad in the Munster final. They took me off and they dropped me in for the All-Ireland final against Galway. So a teammate of mine, Timmy Fleming, was injured. He was sick and he missed training, so I got my chance to get back on the team again. I didn't get back on merit, I just got back because he was sick, so I just to prove a point today.
Well, of course, you've got to forget about football now for a while, because you're repeating the leaving cert down in Killorglin.
I went back repeating the leaving cert to the Carnegie, so I just take a break now for a couple of weeks and get down to my study, hopefully.
Billy O'Sullivan, I'm sure they'll remember you not alone in Kerry but all over the country. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations indeed to Billy on that great performance, and your commentator there was Marty Morrissey. Well, now before I go,